As we say goodbye to the coastal towns of Alaska, we're excited to see what the interior has to offer. We're trading the sea, rain, and mountains for sun, long dirt roads, and even bigger mountains. This week, we venture up and over Hatcher Pass, through the cute town of Talkeetna, and finally settle just south of Denali National Park to catch our first glimpse of the magical northern lights and the ever-elusive Mount McKinley Peak. We're gonna head out to do Hatcher Pass, which is, I think, about a 60-mile scenic drive up through some of the mountains here in Alaska. Let's go check it out. We drove up to Hatcher Pass with goals to do some mountain biking and maybe even a big hike, but the weather had other plans for us.
Nelly, what have you been obsessed with today?
Prairie dogs, marmots, whatever those things are on the ground, ground squirrels.
Since it's kind of a great day, we gave Nelly this llama that we've been holding on to for who knows how long. We'll see how long it lasts her to take all the stuffing out.
I say 5 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes later. Jesus, you are a beast. So we're in the Hatcher's Pass. It's been raining the last few days. It's been really horrible. So we're gonna head out, and we came out to look at what we're gonna get ourselves into, and every mountaintop around us is now covered in snow. So the seasons are changing quite rapidly here in Alaska.
It's not even September yet.
August.
Even though our plans changed last minute, the snow was a welcome and beautiful sight as we drove the rest of Hatcher Pass towards Talkeetna. On our way there, we made an unexpected stop at a little shop called Birch Syrup.
I'll use this for a glaze on salmon. Birch, soy, sesame oil, ginger, garlic. Put it on your fish, put it right on the grill.
This spur-of-the-moment stop on our route turned out to be incredibly educational and delicious. This local family-owned shop is the world's largest producer of birch syrup, and we made it just in time for a free tour.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Here we have Evan hogging the ice cream for himself.
I'm protecting it from
Hey!
Really good.
There it is, the confession
No, we shouldn't have done this.
as to why he hasn't shared.
You haven't given me back the ice cream. What's going on?
We
Jackpot?
stumbled across
Golden mine.
quite the gem here. I think it's kind of well known, but the shop is this big, and everything that they have is homemade, Alaskan made, and delicious.
Absolutely delicious. Lots of samples in there. I mean, I sampled everything, so it's a great place to stop.
After all the taste testing, we drove into the town of Talkeetna to browse around the local shops. We spent most of our time in the Aurora Borealis gallery talking to the photographer about the northern lights, which she specializes in.
Everybody makes a noise for Philip. Those are good people from the Denali Arts Council for putting this on. This is a great little event.
We only spent a quick afternoon in Talkeetna before hitting the road again in search of camp for the night. This rugged mining road was built in the 1920s, a fact that we didn't know at the time, but learned after what felt like hours of weaving in and out of potholes. Not knowing how much further the road would take us, I decided to call it a night and we could explore further the next morning.
We just pulled up to a beautiful campsite here overlooking the backside of Denali, and we're not satisfied. We see a road that goes even further up that we're going to try to go and check out.
There's some ATVs up there.
It looks a little steep. We're probably not going to be able to make it, so we left our tent here because we're probably going to come back.
We left our backup bad, not good, never used tent from Goodwill. But that's a pro tip. If you have a nicer tent and you're trying to save a spot ever, carry a shitty tent.
Oh.
Carry a bad tent.
Thank you.
And leave that one behind. Then you won't feel nervous about somebody taking your tent or something.
Wish us luck. In the smaller puddles or rivers that we're crossing, I make Melanie walk across in her extra tufts just to make sure it's not too high. Like so. So we didn't get very far. Turns out to get up there, you have to cross this. And it's a little deep. I had Nellie run through it. It was like most of her body, so it's too much for our little van to handle. But we're gonna head back to our amazing campground and make Melanie's favorite meal.
What's that? Tacos?
What? No, your pasta dish.
Oh, my pasta dish. We don't have bread. Oh, we do have bread. Greetings. Well, we're at camp and it's been a beautiful sunny day. It is beginning to get chilly, thus the winter coats have come out. Tonight we're gonna try and see if we can capture the aurora, the northern lights. It is a clear day.
Clear as day.
We've got Denali over there, back there. And hopefully this is where the lights are gonna come out. I'm like spinning this camera around in 100 directions, aren't I? So that's what we're gonna do. It's only about 7 o'clock and the earliest they'll come out is around 11 o'clock. They could come out anytime between 11 and 4 a.m. Now, I think the latest we've stayed up in many years is probably midnight. So wish us luck. Here's the van, and we have it parked facing north, which should be this way if the compass on our phone is correct. I have high hopes. We're not quite as north as Fairbanks, but we are on the light path.
Unfortunately, we did not see the Aurora last night. We went out there about 4 times between 12:30 and 4 a.m.
We is a lot of people. Evan went out once.
Well, I went outside once.
You did go outside. All I did was peek my head out the front windshield.
Exactly. So, I don't know. We're hoping a better shot is tonight. I mean, it's a clear sky, so I guess the Aurora was just not out.
We don't know. We need to research and see if it's an us problem or a sky problem.
I don't know.
She laid down and picked up a stick.
Shit.
What kind of animal is this? That really hits the spot.
We've been wondering what Nellie's been doing. She just keeps coming down here. Nellie, how big is this hole? It's pretty large. All the dirt's back here. We got a hunting dog. She gonna hunt. Oh, hi there. Yeah, we're about to try to see the Aurora lights. There's like a really small percentage chance that we can see it. But it looks a little green to me, so we're gonna go out there and check it out. Just like a tiny bit green, not a bunch. Don't get your hopes up. First timer out here.
Me?
Yeah.
Both of us. We're part of the 1% of the 1% photographing Denali and the Northern Lights.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so the probability thing said we're at the 1% chance to see the lights, and we got lucky, I guess. If you trust those probability maps on the NASA website.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it moves around quite a bit, so like it's not
just like a streak of light. It's not like a sunset. It's literally like dancing lights.
Yeah, it moves, I don't know, pretty frequently. And we have a partial moon, so it's not like completely dark out, but so we can still see.
I mean, I could probably name off all the stars right now if I knew my stars, but I don't.
Let's not kid yourself. Look at that streak.
What do
That
you
one's
mean?
really
If I
big.
knew my stars.
Oh, I feel like the whole thing's just getting bigger. Okay. We came back inside.
Time to get warmed up. That was awesome. I think we got some really cool time lapses and pictures, and got to see it with our eyeballs. I think we spent like almost 2 hours out there.
Yeah, we're probably gonna spend a little bit more time looking out the front window, just seeing if anything else pops up, but it seemed to be dying down to us. I don't know. We didn't see the dancing lights anymore necessarily.
I think it's past 3 a.m. Yep.
It's past 3 a.m. So it's the last morning at the campsite after Aurora last night. Everything worked out. It was beautiful. Now we're gonna try to head to Denali National Park, driving as far as we can.
Hello. I'm awake. And I wanted to say, yeah, we're not staying in the park anymore. We were going to stay at the Tech campground, which lets us drive in as far as they let private vehicles drive in. But we got a call from the park service like 2 days ago to tell us that they were closing down the campground due to wildlife activity, and they weren't opening again until like a week and a half from now, which we could have made work, but we don't want to. It's already almost September. It's getting cold. We have a few other things on our list of things to do. That's not something we really want to do, waiting a week and a half. So we're pivoting. We're changing plans. We're going to check out the park like any regular old visitor, except we're not going to buy the bus passes either. It's fine. It'll all be fine. Just gonna hope we see some cool wildlife, really. That's our hope right now, is that we enter Denali and we see some wildlife, and then it will all be worth it.